So, as a horror fan, of course I am excited for both. But getting into the nitty gritty, the horror brain tends to wander. Between Halloween Ends and Scream 6, which film are we excited for more? Which film has us really thinking? Which one are we more worried about? Well, in order to answer some of these questions, we will have to take a seat on the subway in New York City and travel to Haddonfield. Let's travel together. Let's go. Hello, my fellow movie geeks. Carey Craves Cinema here, floating around in my wonderland of thoughts, theorizing about which film potentially has the highest stakes. So where do we start? Well, since Halloween Ends is closer to its release date, let's start in Haddonfield, if that is in fact where they will be in this film. So Halloween Ends. We have had so many theories. The radio tower and what it could mean, the new Corey character and who he could be. We haven't seen much of Lindsay, though, so we are wondering if she's going to make it or if she's even in the film, which would make no sense knowing she survived kills. We have the theory of either Laurie dying or Michael dying, or even perhaps both dying by the end of it. The title having ends in it definitely makes it kinda conclusive. But where will this film actually leave us? Will it leave us emotionally exhausted, on edge of seat, rooting for Laurie, while watching Michael's demise, or emotionally crushed, biting our nails, screaming at the screen as Michael kills our beloved final girl, Laurie Strode? Either way, there will be emotions. If you have love for this franchise, which I know you do if you are watching this video, you also share a love for Michael and for Laurie. So either way, this is going to make it really difficult. And will Allison be safe? Will she have to watch her grandmother die in front of her, losing her family before her eyes? Like I said, emotions. It also looks like some new characters have been revealed in photos and also in the teaser. But I feel like that's more so for body count. That's what it looks like to me. We also have been wondering if there might be a copycat Michael Myers. Myers is just not looking the same in some of those photos we have been looking at, and also in the teaser. There are some things that some people have been noticing. I don't know if it's just to throw us off, or is something else going on? Is someone walking in Myers' footsteps as the shape himself just lingers in the shadows? There are so many questions. Now we will venture off, step onto a subway train once again, and have it take us to New York City, where Scream 6 will be located. So what are the stakes in Scream 6? Well, first off, it has already left us a bit battered, knowing what happened to our Scream Queen, Neve Campbell. I won't dive in too deep, but she is the heart and soul of this franchise. If she asks for something, she should get it. That's all I have to say about it. So, with that sour taste in our mouths about our Sydney out of the picture, will that sour the film for us? That's the main obstacle that they will have to get past. So I am thinking, to soften the blow, they added Kirby back into the picture to perhaps get us hyped for this 6th installment again. Samara Weaving has been signed on also. I think that was also kind of to increase the hype as well. They're pulling out all of the stops for this. There's one main worry, though, that a lot of Scream fans have, and that's, will this one fall into the footsteps of Scream 2? We don't need another Scream 2. It is one of my fave sequels in the horror genre. It stands solid on its own, in my opinion, so it does not need a reboot or whatever they're calling it nowadays. Let's just hope there are nods and Easter eggs, but nothing too integral to the plot that will look too similar to Scream 2. A positive, though, is the move of location to New York City, which could be very interesting. If we get some thrilling chase scenes, some wider shots, and more creative kills, then this will be one hell of a ride. So the question is, which film has higher stakes? Which film are we more excited about? Well, this is more based upon opinions. For me, you can say both have high stakes, because with Ends, the fact that it is Ends, there has to be some kind of conclusion, just like I said before. What would we be satisfied with? That's the question. Would we be okay with Laurie dying, or would we be okay with Michael dying, or even both? Or will they pull an H2O on us? I don't think it's gonna bode as well. I mean, we didn't like it. I mean, a lot of people didn't like it in H2O, the way that it ended then, so I don't think they're gonna like it now. Those are pretty high stakes if you're a Halloween fan. As for Scream 6, the stakes are also high, because this could go any direction. Sydney is not in the picture, nor is our poor Dewey. It is up to Gail, it is up to Kirby, Sam, Tara, Chad, Mindy, and there are new characters that we don't know anything about. Without Sydney, now they really have to step it up, because it is a huge void that they have to fill. As Scream fans, we have cheered Sydney on since '96, and now we are forced to move on. So where will that take the story of Ghostface? Let's hope they can make a Scream film without that essential character. I believe they can. I do. Sydney has paid her dues. She is married. She has kids. She deserves to be happy now. But if they're going to continue Scream, we do need that familiarity. So did they paint themselves into a corner? Or are they planning to refresh the franchise? I am hoping for the second. So before my rant goes any longer, I could talk about these two franchises for hours, but I must stop it here. So which film do you think has the higher stakes in order to make it truly successful? Let me know in the comments. This is Carey Craves Cinema. Stay geeky for movies, my friends.